Kia ora and welcome back to my channel Under the Māori Moon. If you're new here, this channel is about me observing and learning to live with a Māori lunar calendar. And in this case, I'm using a maramataka Māori that I sourced from the Hina app. The Hina app is available on iPhone and Android. There's also a Hina app beta testing site, which I'm also using as my primary source for this particular lunar calendar. And I'll leave all the details on my channel, so if you want to look at them yourselves, you're welcome to. Anyway, I need to start off this week's series by firstly apologising to you, my viewers. Last week I didn't make a weekly video to observe the particular lunar phase. I didn't actually post a vlog last week because I was keeping a bedside vigil at my nephew's hospital bed. So that meant that myself and my tuakana were in the Waikato for about just over a week. So I caught a cold from that hospital, going outside where it was freezing and then back into the very warm, humid temperatures. So anyway, so I'm still sick, so I'm only going to make this episode a quick one, but I want to give you 7 days ahead of what lunar phases are coming up, which ones are the good ones for gardening and fishing, and which are the ones just to do your planning. So let's get into it. My apologies if I sound a bit nasally. It is because I'm still Māwharu. Let's look at firstly, where are we in the 30-night Hina app lunar calendar. So here we are all the way into day 5 currently. Today is Monday the 17th of August. Today's day 5 of the Hina app 30-day cycle. Ōkoro, that's today. So what is Ōkoro about? Well, Ōkoro is another excellent day for planting kai in your mara, and also an excellent day for fishing. During the new moon to the first quarter, that's the period we're in now, this is the prime window for planting leafy greens, and any seeds you sow or tend to right now, they all should perform well. Looking at tomorrow, the 18th of August, Tuesday, is a waxing crescent when tamatea kai ariki arrives. As far as planting kai in your mara, tamatea kai ariki is a fair moon for planting kai. It's also a fair moon for any fishing that you'd like to do. Moving on to Wednesday, the 19th of August, tamatea āngana is the moon that arrives. Now the advice for tamatea āngana is that it is still a good or fair day for planting kai, and also a fair day for fishing. The eels, tuna in particular, are voracious tonight. So if you're heading out eeling, tonight would be the right time to do that. Also a caution for the weather. You need to be wary of the weather. It is quite windy, and here in Taranaki today and over the past few days, we've had sunshine, rain showers, and a very strong wind to bother our plants. So I haven't been out in the garden despite there being a good day yesterday. It's been so windy here. It went northerly and then turned southerly and freezing. So I had shelling peas ready to be planted into my new bed that I prepped up last week. I couldn't do it to them because it's been so windy. So no. I'm going to wait till it gets a little bit milder. I need them to have the fighting chance to survive so that we can enjoy fresh peas in spring. So that is tamatea āngana. Now let's move on to Thursday, the 20th of August, which brings the tamatea Aiō moon. Now, Tamatea Aio and the Tamatea series are good, fair days for planting. So on Thursday, the 20th of August, Tamatea Aio brings us a fair day for planting. However, the most news is around fishing. So eels, fish are abundant but small, and Tamatea Aio is a productive moon on which to collect shellfish. So that's 21st of August 2026, Tamatea Whakapau. An okay morning for a fair morning for planting kai, right? Only in the morning, but not the best day for fishing. And that's due to probably the weather. We've had a lot of wind here in Taranaki, and I don't feel comfortable planting my shelling peas out in that wind because they are quite fragile, and I don't want them being smashed around by tāwhiri mātia. All right, let's look at the weekend now. So coming up on Saturday, the 22nd of August, this is Arirua. Now, this moon is a disagreeable one, so avoid this day, this moon, for planting any kai in the garden because you won't be successful or it won't thrive. However, fishing-wise, also not the best day to go out fishing or collecting shellfish or eelings, so probably best that you spend the time planning over the next good few days of planting what you might be planting or sowing, and planning a good fishing and eeling trip rather than just taking off to go do it. So yeah, not a great day on Saturday for fishing or planting kai in your mara. Looking to Sunday, ditto. We have the Hina moon arrives, and as it suggests, we should all be hiding inside because it's not the greatest day for planting kai, collecting shellfish, fishing or bobbing for eels, or fishing at all. So use the time well to plan what you might do on the next good days and what spring seeds you need to sow on the next good day, excellent day, so that you'll have them ready to plant in your garden by the end of this month, in readiness by the first month of spring. You'll be eating that kai out of your own garden. Exciting. Right, which leads us to the last day. We're looking now a week ahead. So Monday, the 24th of August, is an excellent moon in Māwharu. Now, this is most favourable for planting kai this day, Māwharu. So kumara are very large, but they may rot quickly when planted on this day. Fishing wise, it's also an excellent time for fishing, a good night for trapping crayfish in the cray pot, hinaki koura, and also hinaki tuna. So good day to fit them out with some stanky meat or rotten eggs, and then put them out on the night of Māwharu to get a great result. Well, there we are. And if we have another look back at our Hina app 30-night lunar cycle, we started this particular cycle in Ōkoro. We ended the cycle in Māwharu. So next week, we're going to have a look at Ōhua all the way through to Kore te whiwhia. Join us back here next week to look at a week ahead of the lunar phases, particularly if you're into gardening and fishing. Right here on this channel is where you can learn to live under a Māori maramataka, which always has great advice for planting kai and also for fishing, eeling and crayfishing. So pleased you could join us. If you're interested in subscribing, that would be great. Let me know what you're doing in your garden at this time. So tell me the region you're in. I don't need any more detail than that. And what you've got in your garden and what you're thinking of planting out on the next great moon and which moon it is. or even if you follow a maramataka Māori. I'm open to anything, but thanks for watching. Do like and subscribe and share with anyone who you think might love to take up some gardening advice or would be interested in monitoring their Māori maramataka in their region. I'll see you back here on this channel under the Māori moon. Until then, hei konara.